or a dream. Deep down inside I feel the scream. This terrible silence stops in me. Now that the war is through with me, I'm waking up, I cannot see that there's not much left of me. Nothing is real but pain now. Hold my breath as I wish for death. Oh please God, wake me. Back in the womb it's much too real. In pumps life that I must feel, but can't look forward to reveal. Look to the time when I lived, head to the tube that sticks in me, just like a wartime novelty, tied to machines that make me be. Cut this life off from me. Hold my breath as I wish for death. Oh please God, wake me. Now
Green, with this contract, I relinquish part of my freedom to you.
There's a contract in every cigarette. When you light up, you sign up. Don't let tobacco control you. Know the real cost.
Hold on to me as we go, as we roll down this unfamiliar road. And although this wave is stringing us along, just know you're not alone. 'Cause I'm gonna make this place your home. Settle down, it'll all be clear. Don't pay no mind to the demons, they fill you with fear. The trouble, it might drag you down. You get lost, you can always be found. Know you're not alone, 'cause I'm gonna make this place your home. I'm gonna make this place your home.
Out in New Mexico, many long years ago, there in a shack on the desert one night in a storm, amid streaks of lightning and loud desert thunder, to a young Mexican couple a baby was born. Just as the baby cried, thunder and lightning died. Moon gave its light to the world, and the stars did the same. Mother and father both proud of the daughter that heaven had sent them. Felina was this baby's name. When she was 17, bothered by crazy dreams, she ran away from the shack and left them to roam. Father and mother both asked one another, what made her run away? What made Felina leave home? Tired of the desert nights, poverty, grief, and strife, she went her way late one night in the moon's golden beam. She didn't know where she'd go, but she'd get there, and she would find happiness if she would follow her dream. After she ran away, she went to Santa Fe, and in the year that she stayed there, she learned about life. In just a little while, she learned that with a smile, she could have pretty clothes, she could be any man's wife. Rich men romanced her, they dined and they danced her. She understood men and she treated them all just the same. A form that was fine and rare, dark, shining, glossy hair, lovely to look at, Felina was this woman's name. Restless in Santa Fe, she had to get away to any town where the lights had a much brighter glow. One cowboy mentioned the town of El Paso. They never stopped dancing and money like whiskey did flow. She bought a one-way ticket from Santa Fe, 3 days and nights on a stage with a rest now and then. She didn't mind that, she knew she would find that her new life would be more exciting than where she had been. The stage made its last stop up there on the mountaintop to let her see all of the lights at the foot of the hill. Her world was brighter, and deep down inside her, an uncontrolled beating, her young heart just wouldn't be still. She got a hotel, a room at the Lily Bell. Quickly she changed to a form-fitting black satin dress. Every man stopped to stare at this form fine and rare. Even the women remarked of the charm she possessed. Dancing and laughter was what she was after, and Rose's Cantina had lights with love in the gleam. That's what she hunted and that's what she wanted. Rose's was one place a nice girl would never be seen. It was the same way it was back in Santa Fe. Men would make fools of themselves at the thought of romance. Rosa took heed of the place was in need of this kind of excitement, so she paid Felina to dance. A year passed, or maybe more, then through the swinging doors came a young cowboy, so tall and so handsomely dressed. This one was new in town, hadn't been seen around. He was so different, he wasn't like all of the rest. Felina danced close to him, then threw a rose to him. Quickly he walked to her table, and there he sat down. And in a day or so, wherever folks would go, they'd see this young cowboy showing Felina the town. 6 weeks he went with her, each minute spent with her, but he was insanely jealous of glances she'd give. Inside he was a-hurtin' from all of her flirtin'. That was her nature, and that was the way that she lived. She flirted one night, it started a gunfight, and after the smoke cleared away, on the floor lay a man. Felina's young lover had shot down another, and he had to leave there, so out through the back door he ran. The next day at 5 o'clock she heard a rifle shot. Quickly she ran to the door that was facing the pass. She saw her cowboy, her wild riding cowboy. Low in the saddle, her cowboy was riding in fast. She ran to meet him, to kiss and to greet him. He saw her and motioned her back with a wave of his hand. Bullets were flying, Felina was crying as she saw him fall from the saddle and into the sand. Felina knelt near him to hold and to hear him when she felt the warm blood that flowed from the wound in his side. He raised to kiss her and she heard him whisper, "Never forget me, Felina, it's over, goodbye." Quickly she grabbed for the 6-gun that he wore, and screaming in anger and placing the gun to her breast. "Bury us both deep and maybe we'll find peace." Then pulling the trigger, she fell across the dead cowboy's chest. Out in El Paso, whenever the wind blows, if you listen closely at night, you'll hear in the wind. A woman is crying, it's not the wind sighing. Old timers tell you Felina is calling for him. You'll hear them talking and you'll hear them walking. You'll hear them laughing, you'll look but there's no one around. Don't be alarmed, there is really no harm there. It's only the young cowboy showing Felina the town.
A Migraine Hope from Aimovig. To be there for the good.
An old cowboy went riding out one dark and windy day. Up on a ridge he rested as he went along his way, when all at once a mighty herd of red-eyed cows he saw plowing through the ragged skies and up a cloudy draw. Their brands were still on fire and their hooves were made of steel. Their horns were black and shiny and their hot breath he could feel. A bolt of fear went through him as they thundered through the sky, for he saw the riders coming hard, and he heard their mournful cry. Yippee-i-oh, Ghost riders in the sky. Their faces gaunt, their eyes were blurred, their shirts all soaked with sweat. He's riding hard to catch that herd, but he ain't caught 'em yet. 'Cause they've got to ride forever on that range up in the sky, on horses snorting fire. As they ride on, hear their cry. As the riders loped on by him, he heard one call his name. If you want to save your soul from hell riding on our range, then cowboy, change your ways. Today are with us you will ride, trying to catch the devil's herd across these endless skies. Yippee-i-oh, riders in the sky. Ghost riders in the sky. Ghost riders in the sky.
When I was but a young man, I was wild and full of fire, a youth within my teens, but full of challenge and desire. I ran away from home and left my mother and my dad. I know it grieved them so to think their only boy was bad. I fell in with an outlaw band, their names were known quite well. How many times we robbed and plundered I could never tell. This kind of sinful living leads only to a fall. I learned that much and more the night I heard my master call. One night we rustled cattle, 1,000 head or so, and started them out on the trail that leads to Mexico. But a norther started blowing and lightning flashed about. I thought someone was calling me, I thought I heard a shout. Then at that moment lightning struck not 20 yards from me, and left there was a giant cross where once there was a tree. And this time I knew I heard a voice so sweet and strange, a voice that came from everywhere, a voice that called my name. So frightened I was thinking of sinful deeds I'd done, I failed to see the 1,000 head of cattle start to run. The cattle they stampeded were running all around. My pony ran but stumbled, and it threw me to the ground. I felt the end was near, that death would be the price, when a mighty bolt of lightning showed the face of Jesus Christ. And I cried, "Oh Lord, forgive me, don't let it happen now. I want to live for you alone, oh God, these words I vow." My wicked past unfolded, I thought of wasted years, when another bolt of lightning killed 100 head of steers, and the others rushed on by me, and I was left to live. The master had a reason, life is his to take or give. A miracle performed that night, I wasn't meant to die. The dead ones formed a barricade, at least 6 or 7 high. Right behind it there was I, afraid but safe and sound. I cried and begged for mercy, kneeling there upon the ground. A pardon I was granted, my sinful soul set free. No more to fear the angry waves upon life's stormy sea. Forgiven by the love of God, a love that will remain. I gave my life and soul the night the Savior called my name.
It's a damn tough life, full of toil and strife, we whaler men undergo. And we won't give a damn when the gales are done, how hard the winds did blow. For we're homeward bound from the Arctic grounds, with a good ship taut and free. And we won't give a damn when we drink our rum with the girls of old Maui. Rolling down to old Maui, me boys, rolling down to old Maui. We're homeward bound from the Arctic grounds, rolling down to old Maui. Once more we sail with the northerly gales through the ice and wind and rain. Them coconut fronds, them tropical shores we soon shall see again.
For 6 hellish months we passed away on the cold Kamchatka Sea. But now we're bound from the Arctic grounds, rolling down to Old Maui. Rolling down to Old Maui, me boys, rolling down to Old Maui. We're homeward bound from the Arctic grounds, rolling down to Old Maui. Once more we sail with the northerly gales towards our island home. Our whaling done, our mainmast sprung, and we ain't got far to roam. Our stuns or bones is carried away, what care we for that sound? A living gale is after us, thank God we're homeward bound. Rolling down to Old Maui, me boys, rolling down to Old Maui. We're homeward bound from the Arctic grounds, rolling down to Old Maui. How soft the breeze through the island trees, now the ice is far astern. Them native mates, them tropical glades is awaiting our return. Even now their big brown eyes look out, hoping some fine day to see our baggy sails running for the gales, rolling down to Old Maui. Rolling down to Old Maui, me boys, rolling down to Old Maui. We're homeward bound from the Arctic grounds, rolling down to Old Maui. Rolling down to Old Maui, me boys, rolling down to Old Maui. We're homeward bound from the Arctic grounds, rolling down to Old Maui.
Oh, I used to be a farmer, and I made a living fine. I had a little stretch of land along the western line. But times were hard, and though I tried, the money wasn't there. And bankers came and took my land and told me fair is fair. I looked for every kind of job, the answer always no. Are you now? They'd always laugh, we just let 20 go. The government, they promised me a measly little sum. But I've got too much pride to end up just another bum. And I said, who gives a damn if all the jobs are gone? I'm going to be a pirate on the River Severn. Hey, and it's a heave-ho, hi-ho, coming down the plains, stealing weeds and barley and all the other grains. And it's a ho, hey, hi-hey, farmers by your doors when you see the Jolly Roger on the Severn's mighty shores. You think the other farmers would know that I'm at large, but just the other day I saw an unsuspecting barge. I stuck up right behind them, and they were none the wiser. I rammed their boat and sank it, and I stole the fertilizer. The bridge outside of Redwick spans a mighty river. Farmers crossing so much fear, their stomachs are a quiver, cause they know the tractor jack is hiding in the bay. I'll jump the bridge and knock and coal and sail off with their hay. And it's a heave-ho, hi-ho, coming down the plains, stealing weeds and barley and all the other grains. And it's a ho, hey, hi-hey, farmers by your doors when you see the Jolly Roger on the Severn's mighty shores. Well, after Josh, he chased me, he was always at my throat, but he followed on the shoreline cause he didn't own a boat. But cutbacks were coming and the cutler lost his job, and now he sails with us and we call him Salty Josh. The swinging sword, skull and bones, and pleasant company. I'll never pay my income taxes, screw the VAT. Sailing down for Stormbury, the terror of the seas. If you want to get to Tesco, boys, you gotta get by me. And it's a heave-ho, hi-ho, coming down the plains, stealing weeds and barley and all the other grains. And it's a ho, hey, hi-hey, farmers by your doors when you see the Jolly Roger on the Severn's mighty shores. Well, pirate life's appealing, but you don't just find it here. I hear that up in Yorkshire there's a band of buccaneers. They roam around the Yorkshire Dales and Smith the ballet, and you're bound to lose your flat cap if you have to pass the way. Well, winter is a-coming, chill is in the breeze. My pirate days are over if the rivers start to freeze. Well, I'll be back in springtime, and now I've got to fly. I hear there's lots of plundering down in the Isle of Wight, and it's a heave-ho, hi-ho, coming down the plains, stealing wheat and barley and all the other grains. And it's a ho, hey, hi, hey, farmers bar your doors when you see the Jolly Roger on the seven smiley shores. And it's a heave-ho, hi-ho, coming down the plains, stealing wheat and barley and all the other grains. And it's a ho, hey, hi, hey, farmers bar your doors when you see the Jolly Roger on the seven smiley shores. When you see the Jolly Roger on the seven smiley shores, hey! Thank you.
Oh, Santillana gained a day away, Santillana. Napoleon of the West, they say, along the plains of Mexico. Well, heave her up and away we'll go away, Santillana. Heave her up and away we'll go along the plains of Mexico. She's a fast clipper ship and a bully good crew. Away, Santillana. And an old salt yank for a captain too. Along the plains of Mexico. Well, heave her up and away we'll go away, Santillana. Heave her up and away we'll go along the plains of Mexico. Well, Santillana fought for gold. Away, Santillana. Around Cape Horn through the ice and snow along the plains of Mexico. Well, heave her up and away we'll go away, Santillana. Heave her up and away we'll go along the plains of Mexico. 'Twas on the field of Molly Del Rey. Away, Santillana. Well, both his legs got blown away along the plains of Mexico. Well, heave her up and away we'll go away, Santillana. Heave her up and away we'll go along the plains of Mexico. It was a fierce and bitter strife. Away, Santillana. The General Taylor took his life along the plains of Mexico. Well, heave her up and away we'll go away, Santillana. Heave her up and away we'll go along the plains of Mexico. Santillana, now we mourn. Away, Santillana. We left him buried off Cape Horn, along the plains of Mexico. And there we go.
When I was but a young man, I was wild and full of fire, a youth within my teens, but full of challenge and desire. I ran away from home and left my mother and my dad. I know it grieved them so to think their only boy was bad. I fell in with them.
their masses, just like witches at black masses. Evil minds that plot destruction, sorcerer of death's construction. In the fields of bodies burning, as the war machine keeps turning. Death and hatred to mankind, poisoning their brainwashed minds. Oh Lord, yeah. Darkness world stops turning, ashes where the body's burning. No more war pigs have the power, and as God has struck the hour, day of judgment God is calling. Underneath the war pigs crawling, begging mercies for the sins. Satan laughing spreads his wings. Oh Lord, yeah.
I vaped because I thought my friends would think I was cool.
Peer pressure catches you by surprise. You end up wanting to fit in. It overtook like my relationships and my friendships.
At the end of the day, what I want to do should be more important than what anyone thinks.
It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday. A regular crowd shuffles in. There's an old man sitting next to me, making love to his tonic and gin. He says, son, can you play me a memory? I'm not really sure how it goes, but it's sad and it's sweet, and I knew it complete when I wore a younger man's clothes. La 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 li li da, la la li li da, da da. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you've got us feeling all right. Now John at the bar is a friend of mine. Gets me my drinks for free, and he's quick with a joke or to light up your smoke, but there's some place that he'd rather be. He says, Bill, I believe this is killing me, as a smile ran away from his face. Well, I'm sure that I could be a movie star if I could get out of this place. La la da 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 da. Now Paul is a real estate novelist who never had time for a wife, and he's talking with Davy, who's still in the Navy and probably will be for life. Men slowly get stoned. Yes, they're sharing a drink they call loneliness, but it's better than drinking a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you've got us feeling all right. It's a pretty good crowd for a Saturday, and the manager gives me a smile, 'cause he knows that it's me they've been coming to see, to forget about life for a while. And the piano, it sounds like a carnival, and the microphone smells like a beer.